Howdy, my name is Wyatt Holliday, and I'm a real cowboy actor. You're listening to the Cowboy Boys podcast with the Hebrew buckaroo, Shayne Smith, and his native companion guide, Mac Shaven Bear Arthur. Cowboy Boys is the only podcast for boys who are into cows. Cowboy Boys.
I do remember
Did
Hot
it
or
hurt
Not.
your feelings?
Dude, Hot or Not did hurt my feelings. And do you want to hear this? Right before I start... No. So I started comedy. Right before I started comedy, I was separated.
Did you go to funnyornot.com and get your feelings hurt yet again?
No, I forgot this happened to me. I got separated from the girl I was dating at the time, who would later become my wife. We broke up for like 6 months before we got back together and got married. During that 6 month time, I was like, I'm good looking, right? And then I put myself on Reddit, the like rate me Reddit or whatever.
That Nirvana song?
No. What?
Rate me.
I thought you were going to make a rape joke for sure.
What?
The Rate Me Reddit.
Oh.
They shut it down.
I could see why.
Anyway, I put myself on the Rate Me Reddit, and I figured like 5 people would see it. It got upvoted to the top of the thing, and let me tell you, people did not like me. I bet
there was those trailer park girls that were like, he cute though.
No, dude, they were nowhere to be found. It was so many people being like, even if you had no tattoos, you're pretty ugly. And like, just
sure that wasn't the roast me?
They shredded me. Dude, I'm pretty impervious to online bullying, but I do remember being like, I can't look at this. This fucked me up. It was really bad. Ooh,
Did you delete it, or is it still there?
No, I deleted it. It's gone forever. Yeah.
Such a wuss.
I should have kept it in retrospect, but at the time I was very sensitive.
Oh, my wife or my fiance, whatever you were at the time.
Dude, who fucking knows? God, my relationships are so bad.
Oh, I got dumped and I'm all sensitive. Internet strangers will console me. You weren't born in the fun parts of the internet.
I was. I remember in an Animorphs forum once, someone said the first dick pic I ever got was in an Animorphs forum. Like, they PM'd me.
Animorphs. Was it a human dick pic, or was it a...
It would be so funny if it was like a human dick turning into like a fucking cat dick or whatever. Animorph style.
That's how my dick looks when it gets hard.
Dude, I need to make it
morphs into a slightly bigger dick. It goes from medium small to medium large.
Dude, how fucking funny would it be if a girl was like, send me a nude, and you sent her an Animorph like cover of you becoming
the holofoil?
Yeah, naked with a hard dick.
That was my joke, but like,
no, I know, but I'm just saying,
out better.
I want you literally to do it. Yeah.
to make that.
Let's stop the podcast, and then we'll film each other naked.
For the we're gonna film each other naked for the, what do we call it? The private Snapchat.
Yeah.
For our 1% fans.
Yeah. Eventually, this is our idea.
Don't tell them.
Oh no, you're right.
That's the ad.
We'll
right there.
Do it. Yeah.
Subscribe to our private Snapchat,
which you can only find
if you pay us money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too.
Give me $1 and I'll DM you our private Snapchat.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know. You're the one that browses thoughts online. I don't know how they do it.
I do browse thoughts online. I love them, and they love me.
I don't get how people make money from I feel like
a lot of girls don't.
Well, it would be like, why don't like 10 nerds all get together and be like, all right, you buy the nudes and then distribute them to us?
They do. Yeah. There are like online groups where guys are like farming nudes, and it's like, what are you? This is how you spend your time? You have a World of Warcraft guild for titties?
How do I join those? If you DM me one of those guilds, I will DM you our private nude Snapchat.
I wonder if there's a dude who just like curates very small like girls who have less than 1,000 followers but sell nudes, and that's like their thing.
Dude, there's probably like a company that just does that. It's not even like a dude. There's probably like, they probably have an HR department. It goes that deep. They have They have everyone. Imagine being the coffee boy for that company.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Mail clerk? Or female clerk. You don't know.
Do they have those anymore? Do you think?
Female mail clerks?
Yes.
Yes.
Matt, can I tell you what? I don't know if you're gonna think it's funny, but it made me
I
laugh.
won't.
You
but
won't.
let's hear it.
I know you won't, but I just want to preface it by saying that I don't know. I was at the bodega downstairs. I was petting Blackie, which is a cat. The cat downstairs at the bodega. I just realized. Anyway, the cat downstairs, his name is Blackie. I didn't name him, so I don't want you to. That's not a reflection on me, okay? I'm downstairs. I'm petting the cat.
You sound like a guy like I'm not racist.
I
but,
know.
like, I didn't have
Listen,
a problem.
the
Blackie's a perfectly normal name.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing weird about it. So I'm petting Blackie the cat, and I'm sitting there, and this, like, you know those fat Queens Italian guys? He's in there with his girl, and they're, like, browsing beer or whatever, and I'm like a bird, I only fly away, or whatever, that
hey,
Nelly...
we're going to get
I know.
demonetized
I know.
if
I
you sing
didn't
that.
say the end of it. I just sang part of it perfectly. And so that song is on, and she said something to him, and he's like, I know who this is. It's Nelly Retardo.
That's a good joke.
Dude, it was so... Dude, he wasn't joking, though. He was fully confident, and she wasn't confident enough to be like, wait, it's not Retardo. And I'm just... Dude, it took everything in me not to lose it.
He should be like sitting across from me and not you.
I
He's made
know.
me laugh more than you.
Nelly,
It's a good joke.
Nelly Retardo. He was so confident, straight faced, like, bitch, I know who makes this music. It was great.
Is she one of the Black Eyed Peas?
Is she?
No.
Oh,
They just had that song. where
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
Let's get retarded, and then I think that's what started off the PC movement.
Do you think?
Because then they released the safe version of that song, and that it became like a NBA anthem or something.
Oh yeah, let's get it started.
Well, everyone under the age of 25 has just tuned out.
Yeah, you said.
A reference from the early 2000s.
Yeah. I thought you
The
meant
good old
because you
days.
said retarded.
No, kids. That's where everyone under the age of 15 is tuned back in. Their kids are so un PC. It's pretty funny.
It's true. It's pretty awesome. Twitter's a gold mine right now of kids just doing wild ass shit. Actually, TikTok is the
Dude,
place.
I saw a kid kill another kid on TikTok, and everyone was just making fun of the dead kid on TikTok.
Wait, what?
No, I just made that
Oh,
up. But
do you know?
You did believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
how wild is it that we live in a time when you're like, I saw a kid murder a kid on TikTok, and people thought it was funny, and I was like, holy shit, link me to the video.
have you seen any TikTok titties yet?
I haven't seen TikTok titties, dude.
Very rare.
So does the algorithm spot? Does it have like a titty robot that?
I'm pretty sure it probably does, but you gotta. I need to get back on TikTok. It was throwing me some like accounts with like no likes, no followers.
That's crazy.
I think because it knows like this guy has pretty good taste. He can probably vet what needs to blow up.
Dude, your TikTok is a
Graveyard of
it's a of human misery and just like mental illness and just like
That's why it makes me laugh.
yeah, I know it's very funny. I love crackhead TikTok.
Or the crackheads on our street.
Yeah. What? We don't have that many crackheads.
I just saw one
Where?
on the corner.
What were they doing?
She was struggling to open a popsicle wrapper. But I'm pretty sure if she gets through that plastic barrier, the popsicle will give her sustenance for the next little bit.
What? Wait, what happened? How do you know she was a crackhead? Describe her.
How do I know? All right, well, I think she was 6'2" and weighed 90 pounds. That was my first guess.
Her Jack Skellington-esque visage.
It was like I don't know, what is it, like 85 right now? And she was prepared for a brisk fall like outing. That's
Dude,
the kind of clothes she was wearing.
Do crackheads not sweat? What is going on with that? Crackheads are either wearing no clothing or all the clothing.
That is true. They're either fully nude and losing it,
As they level up, they like shed layers. Oh my god. So I just the other day I had like 8 days in a row where I was like I should kill myself. Right?
That's it?
Yeah, no, I know. This is a humble brag. This isn't. So I had like 8 days in a row, and I was marking them on this little post-it note on my wall, and I was like, man, this is rough. And I finally I've been doing like text therapy. Like I just text a lady, and she talks to me. Well, it's on a
Didn't they go
computer.
through like a big controversy?
Well, I've called her too.
No, but I mean that whatever company.
I don't know. Maybe
There was a controversy about one of those
Yeah,
therapy apps because it's like all bullshit and they're charging so much.
I'm so sure it is, but just having a third party that I could be like, I could say my horrific thoughts to helps so much. So, and I've called them. I mean, like I've talked to her via phone. Now I'm like, there's a man in India with like a voice changer, and he's like, just talking to me about how I fucking have like some of all my weird issues. Oh my god.
I mean if that's not a company that should be already outsourcing therapy to third world countries, how depressing is that for them though? Listening to Americans be like, well, my girlfriend left me, my job is hard, I'm only making $60,000 a year. Dude, my car broke down.
They're just in the third world, like, yeah, enough about your girlfriend. So tell me more about Taco Bell. Like, what? So you just get infinite food? Is that what's going on?
I sent this e-girl $1,500 and she didn't say my username on the stream. I'm so sad.
I forgot what I was. Anyways,
Bitcoin dropped again.
So now I'm full, dude.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You've single-handedly, in less than a minute, destroyed all my confidence in the quote-unquote medical professional that was helping me get healthy. Oh my god! So I was telling this person about how like I used to, you don't know that, well, you know this kind of, but I used to have like serious anger problems.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Very, 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 very real anger problems. And
I've seen the way you jack off. It's very evident.
Have you really? And wait, be honest before we continue this conversation. Have you heard me jack off in our apartment?
No.
Hell yeah. We have the air conditioner. I turn it full. I put
Why are you
headphones
so
on.
embarrassed?
I don't want you to hear me.
Could hear your anger.
Also, I'm not a full stroke guy. I don't go down to the base. I keep it near the top. And
yeah,
I just
you'll
kinda,
rip your pendulum if you do that.
Yeah, I just flick my wrist. Dude, I know guys that are like, I have to have lotion or else I can't get down to the bottom. You're like, why are you working the shaft, dude? Just fucking get off, man. That's like those girls who are like double penetrating themselves to masturbate. And you're just like, I get that it's fun, but like that's so much work. Just do the bare minimum and get off. What are you doing?
I mean, there's masturbating, but then there's like having sex with yourself.
Yeah,
you can just jerk off. But I see why people would involve toys and satin and light a candle.
Here's the thing. I would never make love to myself because I don't respect myself. So
I don't think you made love to anyone, which is why you need therapy.
It's very real. It's so true. Mac. Anyway,
don't know why you just don't text me your problems.
Dude, if I texted you my problems, firstly, I would for sure not survive.
That's your problem.
Also, there's a lot of stuff like I came to this realization because I do therapy on Tuesdays. So it was yesterday.
You do therapy on Tuesdays, meaning, oh, it's Tuesday. I gotta text I gotta text Hareem.
Yeah. So anyway, Hareem with a very high quality voice changer. Well, usually we text, but I call, or no, normally I call, but sometimes text is what I want. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I call. And we were talking about how...
Do you pay him in gift cards?
Wait, what? No, I pay my therapist in Bitcoin like everybody. Okay, what are you talking about? So, I was talking about how I've like always been friends with disabled people and how I worked with disabled kids for so long. I felt like really at home around people who were like severely physically or mentally ill. Like very, very at home around them. And then she was like, it's like clear that their physical, their like outward issues is how you see yourself, and so you feel more comfortable.
Well, that's a
around.
stretch.
I know, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Haven't you heard the saying, you are the 5 people you hang around most? That's my explanation.
I'm nothing like you.
So we don't hang out.
I know. Who do I hang out with? Nobody.
Thoughts?
No, I don't hang out with thoughts.
Sometimes.
I mean, I do sometimes.
You know more thoughties than me.
No, I can't remember the last time I hung out with like just an air. Like, describe a thought? Like, what? Do you just mean like some hot girl I'm trying to sleep with?
Sure.
No.
Someone who has more Instagram followers
than
me.
So any amount whatsoever.
Yes.
That's been a minute, dude.
All right. Anyways, your point. You're sad.
Yeah. I fucking forgot. Anyway, I'm sad. I wanted to kill myself. I didn't make a plan, which apparently is like the red flag. If you make a plan, that's when people are like, hey.
I mean, that's like super red flag, but people who kill themselves usually it's a opportunistic thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then
people aren't like gonna walk all the way to a bridge and then kill themselves because you'll get bored or you'll get distracted on the way. You'll be walking on a bridge and you'll be like, hey, my life is shitty, and then you'll just do it.
Oh,
is how it's, I think, normally done. Which is most of the mistakes we make in life.
Yeah,
you're just in that crack house and they're already sharing the needle, and you're like, I'm already here. My car is out in the driveway. I might as well hang out. Like, it's being in those situations that gets you in trouble.
No, totally. I agree with you there.
You're already in bed and you don't have a condom. Why are all my things AIDS kind of related?
Do you have something you want to tell me?
I'll tell you once we get to that point. But
do you still have those needles our neighbor left us?
Those needles I stole from our neighbor?
Yeah.
That our crackhead neighbor that moved out the day we moved in?
Yeah, she just left
she
box.
didn't leave them.
So she got a box after she moved. By the way, we met her, and she was like, yeah, I'm moving. I want to move somewhere cheaper.
Well, she's like, I'm Tanya. Do you guys want to hang out at the bar later? And I'm like, hey, I'm Mac. We're moving in. And she's like, I'm moving out. Now, you want to go to the bar? I'm like, sure, I'll meet you there. And then I did not.
She was very clearly trying to sleep with you specifically, which is weird because I was right there.
Yeah, the website said you're not hot.
Now I'm just like, wonder what it is about you that she likes so much.
I'm a cutie pie.
Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, man.
I don't have face tattoos.
No, listen, I'm in no way saying that I'm
non-threatening.
That I'm like, that just because I'm around, girls wouldn't want to sleep with you. I don't think I'm better looking than you. I do, however, think the types of girls who do heroin would rather sleep with me than you. That's where I'm fucked up.
Maybe she was hungry and she knows I'm well fed.
Ooh, true. She's just like, this guy probably has loose cheese on him.
Yes, but anyways.
So she
moved out. We found that package.
Yeah, before she moved out, by the way, she said, I'm moving into Brooklyn so I could save money, for drugs.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She just straight up said that. By the way, you know how when someone talks about weed, they never call it drugs?
They call it medicine, like a loser.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's very clearly being like, trying to be like, so what are you guys up to? And trying to allude to other drugs. So she moves. She gets a package.
She could have been cool. It might not have been heroin. She might have just been doing Oxycontin.
Oh, yeah? Is that cool?
She might have been like, I don't know, what are some other cool drugs? She might have been doing Whippets. Whippets are pretty hip.
Dude, that video, I saw this video of this lady doing Whippets, and it was just like, the very beginning of the video was her being like, I just started, this is crazy, and she does some Whippets, and then the documentary crew meets up with her a year later, and her parents are like, you have to go to your job interview, and she's straight up wearing like shredded up SpongeBob pajamas and like kitty cat sandals or whatever, and she's double cans just doing Whippets, and she's completely ruined her life for canned air.
Is that the I'm walking on sunshine girl?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I just saw the video and I was like, this is so fucked up. I can't handle it. I did laugh. It was pretty funny to see her just be like, that's the drug you picked, and apparently it fucks your brain up.
Yeah, it makes you like, I actually don't know because I've never done it, but from what I hear, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Most-
She was just like, this is what I do.
Can you do whippets and be straight edge? Because it's not like a real drug. It's just like
No.
depriving your brain of oxygen.
No.
Can you do like that thing where you squat up and down really quick and then like I push against your chest?
The pass out game?
Yeah, and you pass out. Is that straight edge?
I mean,
Are you allowed to? So what's the difference? They're the same mechanism.
No, they're not. Whippets is pure oxygen.
No,
You're
it's
putting pure
nitrogen
or whatever.
nitrous oxide.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I fucking listen. I don't know how any of it works. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say whippets probably no. Listen. Also, don't do the pass out game or whatever. That
Why?
shit
It's fun.
was. What?
You've never passed out?
No, I've been choked out a bunch of times.
You're not straight edge.
Yeah,
You get
just
choked
getting
out.
wasted,
Getting wasted, getting choked out.
dude.
Bro, we're gonna choke each other out later behind the dumpster. I don't know. That's where kids go and do drugs.
Kids do drugs by the dumpster. You were so uncool as a kid.
I didn't do drugs behind the dumpster. I smashed stuff behind the dumpster.
That's what I did too. You would find light bulbs or whatever, and you'd be like, "Dude, we're gonna meet up and throw throw this shit."
I found the Holy Grail when I was a kid.
What was it?
You know those kind of like watch racks that are just all glass.
Yeah.
That like kind of rotate, and it was just huge, like just a big glass enclosure. And me and my buddy found one behind a grocery store, and we're like 12 and 13, and we just pick it up and threw it, and it smashed.
Fuck yeah.
So we probably destroyed like a couple $1,000s worth of. So it would ram. Yeah, we were bad kids. Whatever. That's what you do.
I was a bad kid too.
I wasn't the worst, but
That's so fun,
break stuff when you're fun is better than drugs.
dude. It really.
I wish
is.
I could get that high again.
Oh, dude, do you remember
Just
lighting
smashing things
Did you ever light stuff on fire?
all the time?
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that shit. Dude, we would just go get gas. Like, if we saw someone left their gas can out by their lawnmower or whatever, we're like, this is fucking ours now. And we would, like, just try to do experiments to fucking make bombs or whatever.
Experiments.
Dude, we would steal match heads. We put all these match heads together and douse them in gas and put them in a tennis ball, and then you throw the tennis ball and it blows up.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
What we would do, those little flower fireworks.
Yeah.
What you do, because they're like compacted gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
And so you poke a hole in the bottom of them, and you start squishing the bottom of it, and you all this orange powder comes out, and that's the retardant. And I'm using that word properly. It's
Okay.
fire retardant, not like you who just throw the R slur around,
What? I'm sorry.
even if you're quoting an R Italian. But yeah, you squish the bottom of the flour. Until with like some pliers and something, until all the orange fire retardant comes out, and then you start seeing the gunpowder come out, and you plug up the hole with like a lot of tape or like a crayon or a pencil or something, and you tape off the hole so it's like plugged up, and then you smash the rest of the gunpowder because it's all compacted, so it's all loose, and then it makes like little M80s.
Oh, dude, that's so fun.
It's a firework hack for you if you can only buy flowers.
Dude, that rules.
So, send me $1 for that.
You're trying to get dollars out here.
Venmo me $1 for that sweet hack I just taught you. I don't know.
Dude, did you ever see a kid get hurt from fireworks?
No.
I shot a kid in. We used to have
I
Roman
said that
candle
so
fights.
disappointed. I did not see.
Yeah, I know. You're like, we used to have Roman candle fights, and I've seen so many people get horribly burned.
Any eye injuries?
Yes.
That's always the thing when you go camping. Is they're like, don't wave the marshmallow around. I knew a guy who went blind. He got a flaming marshmallow in the eye, and you're all like, oh no, maybe.
We shot once. A kid got shot in the corner of his mouth. In with the Roman candle,
Like the inside of his mouth.
Yeah, and it like burned his lip and stuff, and he was
Ouch.
like, "Oh!" He was crying.
Yeah.
And we didn't
so
bring
funny
water.
when-
We brought
Oh.
like 5 gallons of water, and me and my friend Nathan Terry, we made it into Kool-Aid. So we had no water to put on the wound. We just had Kool-Aid. So
Yeah,
we
the
were
sugar
like
probably.
pouring Kool-Aid all over his face, and he's crying. What a pussy. Oh man, that kid! What a wild time. Roman candle fights are fun. I would do a Roman candle fight right now.
Do you have any?
No, I don't. Dude, we can't get fireworks in New York, can we?
I mean, I saw a bunch on the 4th of July. You can get anything here.
Try.
Imagine going to like.
The way you said this, like, oh yeah, I forgot. We are in. When you say you're in New York, you're like, yeah, I can't have that, and then you're like, oh, but I could get that.
You could drive like 30 minutes to anywhere and get whatever you need, but like illegally bringing fireworks. I wonder what the prison sentence is for having illegal fireworks in this prison state.
I don't know. Dude, I am just imagining. I keep thinking back to my therapist being like, that's within her like very American white voice, and she's like, yeah, that relates to the god Vishnu. Have you heard of? And I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, say that again? Because it's secretly. No, I'm just thinking about how my fucking therapist isn't real.
Just a callback with no segue?
Yes. No, I'm
just
fucked up.
Bringing this podcast to a halt.
Yes.
To be like, oh, remember that joke that just 10 minutes ago? Let's do that again.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm legitimately now like, oh, I wonder if how qualified.
Text her right now. Let's see if she picks up.
Okay.
Will she talk? Are you allowed to have her on the podcast? I don't want to talk to her.
Oh my god, you're just scared of therapy?
I actually am.
Have you ever been to therapy?
No, never. Well, I did go once.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. But you didn't go to therapy. You went to counseling.
No, I went to. So the whole story was. Yeah, that was one of my family stories. That's a weird one that I always forget, and it comes back to me from time to time. One time when I was like 18 or 19, my family, like my sister, my mom, and dad, all like were getting up to go somewhere, and I was like, "Hey, where are you guys going?" And they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna go out." And I'm like, "But where?" And they're like, "We're going to family therapy." And I'm like, "But I wasn't invited." They're like, "Nope." And then they went to family therapy without me.
They just left you? Family therapy.
They went to family therapy without me. And I don't know if I was the cause of the problems or I didn't need it.
All of them are like talking about how much they hate you.
Or how cool I was.
No, wow. You think?
Maybe.
That's so
They're
funny.
all accusing each other. Why can't you be more like Mac?
That would be cool.
I mean, I lean towards that because then the one time I did go was when after my parents separated, my mom was going to a therapist, and I can't remember. Me and my mom don't get along.
Yeah.
But like we went to the I can't remember why we were arguing about something, and she's just like, "Come to the therapist. You'll see." And so I'm like, fine. After like a month of her being like nagging me to go to the therapist, and then I show up to the therapist with her or her counselor or whatever, and I start like talking like, oh, here's my side of the story and stuff, and the counselor's like, wait, what? Like, and then she's looking at my mom and she's like, there was a few things she's like, you never told me this, and I'm just like, you never told your therapist? Like, I can't remember the key detail, but it was like a whole revealing thing. And I was just, after that, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be here. Obviously, I've blown the lid off of whatever you're doing. And so.
Your mom is insane. She stopped sending me stuff on Facebook, by the way. I think I offended her.
Why did you not?
She used to send me like Christ loves me stuff.
That's what she sends.
I know, and she would send me like really sparkly, like weird.
Those cool gifs.
Memes. Yeah, or gifs.
Those shiny gifs.
Yeah. She would send me shiny gifs, and sometimes she would send me random things of encouragement. Like she'd be
cool.
like, "Oh, Mac, he love you so much," or whatever your mom's accent is.
That's actually spot on.
She'd be like,
"My heart felt that."
Yeah. Do you want me to say anything that your mom would say to you in that you've never gotten her to say?
I mean, there's quite a lot.
I don't want to see you get hard, but I could say some cool stuff to you. Mac, you're my favorite child. Your face. Mac, you've broken both your arms. I will help you relieve yourself. Only this one time.
I've seen that video.
That video's based on a Reddit post.
Oh.
That's real.
I mean, I think that Reddit post is based off a 4chan post, but the porn does exist.
They could listen. Anything's in the realm of possibility. You think that no mom has jacked off her son with 2 broken arms in all of history?
What if her arms are also broken?
Oh no!
What is she gonna do?
Just imagine,
well, I got a mouth.
Well, how you got to take each other, dude? Imagine 2 people
We
with
should direct.
broken hearts.
We should
trying to
direct. Damn, we should direct porn.
Dude, that would be a good porn. Just in the splints, like with their arms out to the side completely, trying to fucking get each other's pants off with their feet. Oh my god. You couldn't get any leverage.
What?
Have you ever fucked while hurt?
Yes. Oh, you mean physically?
Yes. Yeah, dude. Straight up, I'm not joking. Last time I had sex, I cried.
From the physical pain?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I was sad. It was nice. I mean, I was just like, I don't want to be here doing this. And I felt really guilty, and I felt bad for her, and I felt bad for me. And then
You felt bad for that thought?
And I was just like, oh no. And I cried. Oh, dude.
Who is that thought that... that like she was trying to clout chase you?
Oh yeah, that happens. And she was like trying to film me on Instagram, and I was like, no. like literally pushing the phone away. And then I left her at a pizza place.
That's cool.
Yeah, fuck that. I hate that shit. Nothing's worse than a girl who's like, we're gonna hang out, and I'm like, oh cool. And then she's like she's like literally on Twitter or whatever being like, Shayne is with me, he's so silly. It's like, bitch, get the fuck out of here, just hang out with me. Anyway, that's like personal stuff.
Must be nice. Well, you're talking about therapy.
No, you're right. I'm like, oh, it's personal. Listen, I cry during sex, but I don't say personal things. By the way, just so everyone knows, that girl did not know that I was crying. Because nothing's sadder than crying during doggy style.
Yeah, no, you're just like, what is that? That's cum. Why is it cold?
No, it was one of those like not just like welling up with tears. Like she probably just thought I was like working really hard.
This pussy's so good.
Yeah, she turned around. Are you crying? I'm just like, yeah. It's really your pussy game. It's fucking crushing it. I was doing the position where they're like on the bed, and then you have like one leg up high on the bed, and your other foot's on the ground, so you can get like down.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I had like all this leverage.
Was she belly down or back down?
What?
Was she on her back or?
Oh, she was on her. Yeah, she was. No, she was on her knees.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's on her hands and knees. She's on her hands and knees on an elevated surface. I'm very tall. My one foot is up on the surface. My other foot is on the ground.
Okay.
I have her hips in my hand, and I'm drilling down into her like an oil baron or whatever. I'm just fucking getting after it. And then I was thinking about the state of my life and everything else that's going on, and I cried.
That's the kind of content you will see on our private Snapchat.
Oh,
if you subscribe,
dude. Would you be naked on the private Snapchat for real?
I will give. Here's the thing. Our private Snapchat will be softcore. I won't do. You might see one ball.
Oh.
You won't see my pendulum, as we mentioned earlier. You won't. No, none of my special holes.
None of your special. What are your unspecial holes?
My mouth.
No, the mouth is the most special hole.
Not mine.
Mouths are my favorite, man.
Ew.
Dude, I've been. Ugh.
Did you get hard when you burned that kid in the mouth? The fireworks. Your anger.
Let me look at it. Let me look at it. No, I don't like being angry during sex. That's not something.
What about angry during fireworks?
Yeah, I do. That was at the time of my life when I was the most angry. I'm pretty sure if someone had like hurt me with a firework, I wouldn't have been like, oh, we're just playing. I would have been like, and now you die.
But you would have killed him with a firework.
Dude, you know what is poisonous? How angry I am about every. I posted something and people were like, "Oh, you're so bitter. It's silly." And I was like, "Ah, it's not really a joke. I'm like legitimately bitter at most of the people I used to date." That's not good, right? I should let that go.
It depends.
I feel like it's not healthy.
It depends on how it went down.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's like, I don't know. I don't talk to my mom. What do you think I know about it?
Mac, I'm trying to open up to you. Have you ever? So wait. So you've hurt? Have you fucked physically hurt? Back to that.
I fucked someone to where they physically hurt. I'm bragging about my fuck game.
Consensually?
Yes.
Okay, like they were like, ooh, it hurt so good.
No, they couldn't walk after.
Oh, nice.
After they took all 4.5 inches.
You're just a power top.
Yeah. The physically hurt, I mean, I pulled something, like I've cramped up my leg.
I had a cramp while having sex.
Fun.
You're just like, no. Yeah, I've had sex when my back was hurt.
Have you ever like come in your own eye or something? Like I'm trying to think of all the sex injuries.
I've been fucking a girl really hard and my dick came out and then it hit like the bed and it like bent, and for a second you're like, oh, ah, and then you're like,
hurts.
oh, I'm good.
Rug burns.
I've had plenty of rug burns on my back, my ass, my knees.
What other sex injuries? You fall off of stuff.
Oh, dude, once I was having sex with a girl in like just outside in public, and we,
okay.
I was, sure, listen, it happens. I'm fucking her, and I'm holding her.
Is that illegal?
Yes.
Well, I don't get how they make, like, pornos of that. Because there's,
dude,
like,
just by not getting caught, dog.
But I mean,
what do you mean?
But I mean, like, isn't it illegal to, like, film yourself doing crimes?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's, like, the video of, like, those two porn stars fucking on the crosswalk over the highway, like that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
405 or whatever.
I know. I know what you're saying.
Like,
I've never thought about it till just now. But yeah, you can't just get a license to like fuck on the side of the highway or the bang bus.
Or
that
that
can't be legal.
Yeah, they're not wearing seatbelts. I bet you could like. I bet if they were all belted in. Well, you're not belted in on a normal bus. There's some Russian videos where they're just fucking on the bus, and I'm like, it's the Wild West out there.
Public bus. Yeah, dude. They go hard in Russia. They don't give a shit.
Okay, nudity in public.
So anyway,
Riley Reid was like she was nude in her neighborhood.
Yeah, just driving a Power Wheel
and taking pictures and video, and like that's illegal.
I'm not entirely convinced that was even her Power Wheel.
I'm not convinced that was in her neighborhood.
Naked into a random kid's garage, and she stole his Power Wheel and was driving around in it.
Good for her.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm fucking this girl outside, and I had picked her up, and I was like standing having sex, and your legs get tired after a little bit, and so I leaned back against a fence, and like I was wearing a tank top, and I like rubbed splinters into my back. Ooh. And afterwards I had this like crazy like road rash looking thing, and I was like, what the fuck? And my brother was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's from fucking this girl against a fence.
What, was it a wood fence?
Yeah, it was wood.
So you had like wood micro splinters?
Yeah, I had a bunch of I had rubbed my back raw, and I had splinters and stuff in my back. It sucked. But it was worth it though. Pretty cool sex with a pretty cool lady.
See, you don't hate all of your exes.
No.
If there's one.
Dude,
call her up.
Yeah, I only hate.
Be like, hey baby, want to meet me outside?
Though, let's be honest, I've only actually really dated 2 people ever. I mean, like, I've been in, like...
What a loser.
I know, dude. I've been in, like, really, like, nebulous, like, we're dating, but we're not together. Or, like, when I was very young, I was, like, engaged to a woman, but we were both cheating on each other, and she was abusive, and we were, like, white trash and like...
But you were married once.
I was married once. Yeah, so...
How much does a marriage outweigh dating someone?
I don't know. I think it's just
I'd
a
say
relationship.
At least... No, I'm gonna say like a marriage is worth at least dating 2 people.
Oh, so I've dated 3 people total.
When you weight them against each other.
Damn,
it's like a whole weighted scale. Like a promise ring is like, are you dating? Whatever. Like, I don't know. Making these rules up as I go.
Have you ever been engaged?
No. I mean, in my own mind, yes.
I've been engaged like several times.
And like, what is it like? You bought him a ring?
I mean, do I have to buy it, or do I just have to have it? Listen, I've given several girls a ring, got on one knee, and said I was going to marry them.
And did they give the ring back right there?
No, I've been like fully engaged to 3 different women than my wife.
Did you get those rings back though?
I got one of them back.
How much do you spend on average per ring?
I didn't spend anything on those rings. I stole them.
Well, maybe
They were very expensive too.
Maybe there's some of your problems.
There's karma there. Well, no, I was a sketchy moron. Yeah, was. Once yeah, and then
do you have a receipt for this podcast gear?
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Shh. Did I tell you I met when I bought this podcast gear? The guy was like, "Oh, so you podcasting, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You need some tunes for that podcast?" And I was like,
"Yeah, we actually do."
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And then he gave me his business card, and he's like, "Check out my SoundCloud." And then he called me the N-word, and I was like, "Yeah, I will, absolutely."
Did you check out a SoundCloud?
No, not yet. I was waiting to do it with you, and I just remembered about it when you told me about. You alluded that I stole this equipment that I definitely didn't steal.
I didn't allude. I accused. I questioned.
All right, fair enough. I feel like I never said what I was supposed to say about me killing myself. I just brought up that I went 8 days seriously considering killing myself, and then
amateur.
We figured out that my therapist is actually catfishing me.
Oh, I have a therapist.
Anyway,
therapy is good. I'm just I still believe in machismo, toxic masculinity, because it's the only thing I know.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me your problems?
I'm too old to change.
What do you think, if I'm your therapist right now, what do you think your major issue is? If you could like work one thing out with a therapist, what would it be? If you were like, let's rap about this.
I think I'm too good for the women I date.
Fuck.
That's a good problem, right?
Jesus Christ. That's right. Do you know what's funny? Is that sounds like a joke, but I don't think I think you're being 100% serious.
That's the funniest comedy. I'm never off. Like, I'm always serious.
Can I be honest with you?
No.
I also think you're too good for the only 2 women I've ever seen you date.
I've dated at least 3.
No, you've dated 2, and then you had sex with a man, and then you in some other.
I was too good for him too.
You were too good for him, and even though you did give him that dick twice,
that was too good. Whatever. That was a trans man, by the way. I don't want anyone thinking I sucked a man dick. I ate out a man's pussy. Thank you very much.
It's true.
She was pre-op, so she hadn't pushed her vagina into a penis yet, or he.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about my personal relationships. I'm not you.
Yeah, no.
I'm very uncomfortable with therapy.
Okay, I'm sorry. So back, anyway, I wanted to kill myself. I had like a talk, blah, 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 therapy.
How are you going to do it?
I don't know.
Let's plan it out right now since you didn't.
Okay, so I was
We're in New York.
So I know that's what. So I always make the joke to my brother. I was like, we will talk, and I'll be like, I'll jump off the Brooklyn Bridge, and then I was like, that's a fucking played out. Also,
it's a good way to go, though.
It wouldn't kill me.
No,
I feel like I survive, and then that's just the worst case scenario.
That's best case, because then you know.
Now I'm in a hospital in Brooklyn, and rats are just eating me alive,
eating at your broken legs.
Yeah,
but you'll know life is worth living, because that's when you have to find out is when you're falling.
Christ,
your life flashes before your eyes, and you're like, oh yeah. This is pretty all right. Too bad I made this decision. That'd be like a cool. How about what about a service where
they make you think you're gonna die?
Yeah. How would you make someone want to kill them? Like, you leave a gun around and load them with blanks, and then when they try and shoot themselves, you all jump out of the closet like, surprise, happy birthday. Like, that was a movie, I guess. The Game.
Yeah, kind
Where
of.
he, like
Then
goes
there's
crazy.
also the
Oh, spoiler alert.
yeah, yikes.
Just ruined that hour and a half build up.
Fight Club
Nothing.
is another one where Tyler Durden holds a gun to his head and tells him if he doesn't become a veterinarian, he'll fucking kill him. That's like another like, oh yeah, life is all right. I'll get that together.
Yeah, but he gets a cool GF, crazy GF in the end.
Oh,
So
dude, Tyler Durden does get a cool crazy GF.
Helena Bodam Carter.
Dude, that woman in that shit, she's the perfect amount of smart and white trash, like, and slutty and awesome
And damaged.
and damaged.
Not that that's a good thing, but
No,
I know your
but
type.
Yeah. Mac, what is is that my type? Damaged, slutty.
I'm not your therapist. Text them.
God damn it. They didn't text me back. They're
ghosting you.
Well, it's late in India, so
sleep.
Mac, what's your type?
My type.
Is
Petite.
is 36 but looks 14.
I don't.
Smokes cigarettes. Red pilled.
Those are all negotiable. I like petite. Red pill is pretty cool. I want my petite trad wife.
Oh man.
I'm not picky.
No, you're not. Except for that you are completely, and that's a lie.
It's because I'm too good for these bitches. We've already established this. Come up to my level.
Have you gone?
I have so much love to give.
Have you gone on a date since that girl you walked out on?
No. I kind of hung out with this other girl that I approached in the street.
What? And you're just now letting me know about it? You
Save it for the podcast.
You motherfucker. Tell me everything.
There's this cute girl reading Ayn Rand on the street. And
okay.
I'm like, oh, she does not belong in this city.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, hey, that's a weird book for someone to be reading. And she's like, oh, I just stole it from this bookshelf at the place I'm staying. And then we hung out for a little bit and nothing happened from it.
You didn't have sex with her?
No.
Did she touch your pee-pee?
Nope.
Did you put your mouth on her mouth?
Nope.
Did you hold her hand?
No.
Where'd you hang out at?
The park. We only hung out once.
Okay. Does she have a phone? Is she some like weird punk rock chick? Lit a shelf at the place she's staying? What does that even mean?
She's from another country and she just moved here, so she's staying at a place looking for housing.
What country?
Seems like a cool. I'm not gonna blow up her country.
What? Firstly, fucking tell me now.
It's a country in Africa.
Is it really?
Yeah. I'm not. I don't kiss and
It's
tell.
just South
I'm a gentleman.
Africa. It's South Africa because I know that you like light-skinned women. So there's no way.
We all want what we can't have. No, she's actually not from South Africa, but you are right. She is white.
What? Really?
I was just as surprised as you.
That's crazy.
I don't want to talk about her. I burned her out of my memory because
I'm sorry.
She did whatever the accent was. It wasn't a thick accent. She spoke English. But it's very if we have any listeners who are really into Ayn Rand shooting guns.
Ayn Rand? What's her fucking what is that chick's name? It doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I've only read it. I've never heard it pronounced.
Okay.
Not that I'm into Ayn Rand. I'm just into girls who are into Ayn Rand.
I'm not into I think I read Atlas Shrugged when I was in high school.
That's what she was reading.
Oh, okay. I don't remember it at all.
I think I tried reading it. I'm like, oh, I'm too stupid for this.
Yeah, those books are not good.
So if you're, I don't know, that's my type.
Your type is white women from Africa.
No, that's negotiable too.
Okay. So
I told you my things. I like petite. What did I say? Trad.
Yeah.
Ladies.
I like.
You keep putting all these qualifiers. That's just the women I've happened to dated.
Okay. I like confident, loud. I like a weird, trashy, smart combo. That's what I like.
Yeah, you're never gonna find that.
I know. No, I know. I know that
I just need to move to the
exist.
Midwest and I'll find mine.
I mean, yeah, I've never even come close to getting what I want, honestly, because I like,
ouch.
well, I like confidence. I like a girl who's confident, and I want her to be like very, very much her like own figured out person, and then I like that like trashy smart thing. I don't know.
New York, yeah, you need to move to the Bronx.
I know.
That's where you're gonna find her.
And then funny, obviously. I mean, but I think that those qualities, if you're a trashy, smart person who's confident, you're probably funny. I'm just describing black guys. I should fuck black guys.
I mean, again, the Bronx is
Yeah, I
where you
know.
want to go.
Dude, I fucking wish I was gay. Gayer anyway.
I mean, give it time.
I know. Dude, I've literally, here's the thing is, dating guys is like, I don't know.
Can you like,
I've thought about it.
could you like slowly ease yourself? Like if there was a guy.
Are you saying could I start dating men the same way you have anal sex?
Yes.
Just slowly over time ease it in.
I wonder like if you could like rewire your own brain.
I don't know. So I
so
was
like at first you're like having sex with a girl and then there's like a guy watching and then like next he's just kind of like has his hand on your back and you're like, okay, we're like this, and then like soon he's like guiding your hips just the next time. I don't know.
this is dick training wheels.
Because if you can pray the gay away, why can't you like train the gay
in?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he fucks a girl and then I put my dick in his ass and then I'm fucking him into the girl?
I don't think that's gay because they're still a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just
right?
using him as a fleshlight.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I am.
That's
like
another
a marionette.
step. There you go.
Dude, we've cracked the code.
I mean, for you.
I looked it up. And this is like overly woke bullshit that listen, it might be real, it might not be. I don't know, I might offend some people. But there was a thing.
Now you are, because you've already apologized.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying I don't know what I'm talking
but
about.
now people are going to be like, oh, he feels a little bit of guilt and the blood is in the water.
I don't feel guilt at all.
For all your tweets, tweet at me and I will ignore them.
So... no guilt at all. What I'm saying is I just don't know what I'm talking about. But I looked it up because I was like genuinely.
Am I gay?
Yeah. I was just like, fuck, man. I feel gay as shit, dude. I did that podcast.
Is it gay is it gay to have sex with a man?
Just sitting there, just
Googling.
So, I did this podcast.
Is it gay to have sex with a black man?
I did this podcast about relationships, and I got messages from a bunch of people that are like, "Dog, you're fucking gay, dude! Like, what are you talking about? You're clearly gay."
How many like of your Instagram DM dick pics are slowly turning you gay?
They don't. That's the thing is,
maybe you are gay, but all those unsolicited penises are turning you off of gay.
I'm physically not attracted to men in that like visceral sexual way. Like there's like I have a genuine problem.
So you would rather fuck Bailey J over Buck Angel?
Yes,
right.
for sure. I have a genuine problem with like the female figure. Like if a girl who is attractive is trying to get down with me, I
don't have a problem with that.
I'm weak to it. Right?
Oh, okay.
I'm weak. So, but here's the thing. I looked it up, and you can be like, apparently, you can be romantically attracted to men and physically attracted to women.
I'm pretty sure most men feel that
That's
way.
what I was like. I was like, you're just describing life.
You're
What
describing
the fuck is this?
male friendships?
Yeah. So I was just like,
no one's friends with women.
not
That's why trans men are so cool.
Oh my god,
the best of both worlds.
Ah, dude. So anyway,
for me personally, now I'm backtracking.
Yeah. Pre-op trans men. Is that what I'm trying to say?
You've lost me.
I don't even... Dude, it's all too confusing. Listen, the point is, if
wanna
you're
fuck a
trans,
dude.
Mac will have sex with you.
I mean...
Probably.
I don't discriminate.
I don't either, honestly. Here's my thing. I
am shallow, though. That is... Sorry, ugly people uglier than me. I can't fuck anyone who is uglier than me, which is not a lot.
Yeah, so I think I don't know what's wrong with me. For a second I was just like, dude, am I like Anyway, yeah.
I really like hanging out with my friends, but I don't want to fuck them.
Listen,
you have the sexuality of a
literally
14-year-old
Googling,
boy.
How do I want to fuck my friends that don't want to fuck me? Like,
You know what that is? You start dating women who aren't mentally 14. That's your problem.
no, you're right. I mean, if I
Start dating 30-year-olds who are cool.
you're 100% right. I'm just thank you, Mac.
Why do I hate all these girls? They're so shitty to me and don't give me the love I respect and deserve.
You're right. I'll work on that. I'll report back to everyone when I figure that out. In the meantime, we're almost done here. Mac,
How long has it been?
it's been 54 minutes.
How long are we going for?
So, I mean, close to an hour.
We're only giving them an hour?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all they get from us.
Okay.
If they want more than an hour, they can listen to another episode. And if there is no other episode, they can subscribe to the Snapchat.
They could. Or where are we posting our Snapchat info?
I don't know. We'll post it on. I could post it on Instagram.
Oh.
Well, no, they
our
have
website's
to DM.
up.
No, they have to DM one of us.
Oh yeah.
They have to or email us via our website, cowboyboys.rodeo.
.rodeo.
Yeah, cowboyboys.rodeo.
That's a real URL.
That's a real URL that we fucking own, y'all.
Cowboyboys.rodeo
God, that rules. So
for all of our info.
So
our
if you
social
want to
media.
email us, actually, and also, by the way, questions, we're open. If you want to ask us anything you want, we'll discuss it on the podcast.
If you want to send us unsolicited dick pics, we'll
Yes.
rate those.
Please, we are telling you now, you can send us unsolicited anything.
We're soliciting them. Then.
We are soliciting all as fair game. Literally whatever you want to send to us.
Send us legal stuff.
Oh, yeah. Don't send us illegal stuff.
So send us a picture of your dick next to your driver's license.
Yeah, so that we know. But we will talk about it on the podcast, clearly.
Cool articles,
Yes.
videos,
Flash games you enjoy.
funnier podcast links than this one you just listened to. Yeah, we'll have that all set up. Our email, which will be on the website.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it right now, and then I'll go run, and hopefully no one registers it before I do it. Or
Yeah.
hopefully it's not registered.
Yeah.
No, I better not. Let's look it up.
No.
What?
We'll say it again on another episode.
Subscribe to our Twitter. What's our Twitter? Do we even know?
Is it Cowboy Boys?
It should be Cowboy Boys.
Anyway, listen.
Follow our Twitter, which is at Cowboy Boys.
We got it, dude. We nailed it. I love that. I totally fucking. Did I ever finish saying what I was saying about killing myself?
No one cares.
No one does. Anyway, I wanted to conclude that thought because very depressed. 8 days in a row where I was very, very, very okay with killing myself. I didn't make a plan, but I was very okay with dying. And it was really like almost scary in a weird way, but not because I was like sort of apathetic.
Dude.
Anyway.
If you kill yourself, that'll bum me out because I'll have to like clean up the mess.
Yeah, because there's no way I would do it in a place that wouldn't inconvenience you.
That's
It would be
why you
way
have friends.
funnier. Dude, I'm going to go into your room while you're sleeping and kill myself on top of you.
No.
Or I'll hide my body under your bed so that you'll be like, what is that smell? Anyway, I'm not going to kill myself. The combination of therapy and medication is very important. And if you are dealing with depression or suicidal thoughts, I don't know, make jokes about it, have a good time, but also do something about it. Don't be like Mac and toxic masculinity your way into death.
Yeah, you sure are nanetting this podcast
Oh
with
my
a message
God.
at the end.
I just didn't want to talk about killing myself the whole time and not say it.
Yeah, we talked about fireworks.
It's true.
You can't kill yourself if you're having fun with fireworks.
I'm feeling better though.
I prefer natural methods, like lighting fireworks.
There was a guy who accidentally killed himself with one of those mortars. He was trying to shoot the mortar off of himself, and it exploded and murdered him. So that was pretty crazy. Hey, I almost choked to death. please go on iTunes. If you're listening to this on iTunes or wherever you're listening to this, probably on iTunes, please go rate and subscribe. Reviews, if you leave us a good review, I promise you we will read it on this podcast. Will we make fun of you and your name? Maybe.
If you leave us a bad review, we'll read it too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you leave a bad review, we'll read it. If you leave a good review, we'll read it. Just leave us a review. We appreciate it so much. Cowboy Boys on iTunes and anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And then our email is cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com. You can follow me at Shaydozer, SHAYDOZER, everywhere that you can follow people. And you can follow Mac at
Dr. MacArthur on Twitter.
Dr. MacArthur on Twitter. All right, everyone.
Spelled out DOCTOR.
Thank you for listening.
MACARTHUR.
Thank you for listening to Cowboy Boys. Fucking yeehaw, everybody.
Yeehaw.